Coming up on Duck TV News, this school year, your student ID isn't your only ticket into sporting events. A new park is being built off campus, and what changes are being made to the UO Find People directory. All that and more coming up on the fall premiere of Duck TV News.
Good evening and welcome to the fall premiere of Duck TV News. I'm Bernice Amaya.
And I'm Sienna DeRoma. Here are tonight's stories.
Students, the Uncommon Apartments have recently changed their name. Jasmine McKinley reports.
I'm here at the Uncommon Eugene apartment complex covering their recent name change as the Soto. In May 2018, the lease for the Uncommon Apartments was up and purchased by the company Campus Advantage, located in Austin, Texas. Due to legal and patent rights of the name Uncommon, which is held and used by their previous company, CA Ventures, in Chicago, Illinois, Campus Advantage has changed the Uncommon to the Soto. Susanna Turley, resident director at the Soto, explains why she is interested in the new change.
I think it's short, sweet, cute, catchy. It's really different. I've never heard of anything named the Soto, and I think we're the only complex, whereas Uncommon, there's complexes throughout the U.S. with the same name, so it's definitely an interesting change.
Not only are staff positive about the change, but so are residents, especially Aaron Banamu. He emphasizes what he's excited about the most.
It's change, and change is fun. You know, it's like I have to correct my friends now. Like, oh, we're gonna come over to Uncommon. Like, no, it's the Soto now. You gotta come to the Soto.
For staff and residents here at the Soto Apartments, it looks like they're looking forward to changes that are coming with the new name. Reporting for Duck TV News, Jasmine McKinley.
Thanks, Jasmine. The Soto's name isn't the only change in Eugene. This year, the University of Oregon Athletic Department changed the way that students get their tickets. In previous years, the ticket lottery was on GoDucks.com and loaded on student ID cards. Now, all tickets are located on the GoDucks Game Day app. Students must download the app and find the student tickets section in the menu. Once there, under My Event Stuff, will be an option to retrieve student tickets for the game. On game days, students are also required to show their student ID along with the mobile ticket to enter the game. Madison Rossetti, a student, shares her confusion on the change.
I think the app can be good. I think it's easier to buy tickets now. However, once we're actually at the game, there's just way too many people and it's just a little chaotic, and I feel like that's unnecessary. We should just be able to show the picture or our ID, not both.
They'll be released the Sunday before the game as normal. For additional information on times, visit GoDucks.com.
University of Oregon's President Michael Schill will be $60,000 richer by the end of this school year, thanks to his scheduled pay raise from the university. If Schill remains president for the next 3 years, he will also receive a 5% bonus of his cumulative salary. And now we'll toss it to all things sports for Sydney and Ruby.
Welcome back to another exciting season of Duck TV Sports. I'm Sydney Walker.
And I'm Ruby Quintero.
A dramatic overtime win in football and a preview of the upcoming basketball season. We have a lot planned for you today. Let's get started.
Oregon football will head north to take on the Washington State Cougars this coming Saturday. Both the Cougars and the Ducks will head into Saturday's game with a 5-1 record, with the Cougars placing 25th in the Associated Press Top 25 poll. Experts are predicting this matchup to be a thrilling game, especially with College Game Day's first stop in Pullman, Washington. This past Saturday, Oregon upset one of their biggest rivals in the Pac-12, the number 7th ranked Washington Huskies at Autzen Stadium. It was a heated game as each team matched point for point in each quarter, 10 in the first quarter and 7 in both the second and the third. It all came down to Washington to take home the win in the fourth quarter with kicker Peyton Henry's field goal attempt. Henry booted the ball wide right, missing the field goal and taking the game into overtime. In the end, it was Oregon who answered back with a 6-yard run from C.J. Verdell to take home the win. Fans charged the field and were more than overjoyed to celebrate with the team. According to AP poll, this win moved Oregon up 5 spots as the number 12th ranked team in the nation.
On Friday, fans got a chance to see the new faces of the men's and women's basketball teams at Mat Night Madness. The night consisted of a 4v4 matchup, a 3-point contest, and a slam dunk contest. Highlights of the night came from Kenny Wooten, who impressed the crowd with his impeccable dunking skills, and Aaron Boley, who pulled off the win against Peyton Pritchard in the 3-point contest. The women's team will start their season on November 6th at Alaska Fairbanks, and the men will kick off their season with a home opener also on November 6th against Portland State. Oregon men's basketball head coach Dana Altman has been in the middle of allegations surrounding his players being paid for their likeness. Reporter Claire Polkonik has more on the story.
Over the past several days, an accusation has come out against Oregon men's basketball team and head coach Dana Altman during an FBI investigation. Brian Bowen Jr., a highly touted NCAA men's basketball prospect, was linked to multiple schools in a recruiting scandal. Bowen Jr. was a 5-star recruit from Indiana who is currently playing for the Sydney Kings in Australia. Oregon basketball assistant coach Tony Stubfield was included in the scandal after allegedly paying Brian Bowen Sr. $3,000. In trial, Bowen Sr. claimed to not have any knowledge of payment from the University of Oregon. Head coach Dana Altman also denied the claims against the team, and the university has chosen not to investigate the allegations.
The claims that have been focused at our program are all false.
We talked to University of Oregon students and Eugene residents to see what they think about the situation.
I think he's an amazing coach. I think he's super underrated in the NCAA.
I love Dana as a coach. I really think that he's had a reliable system. I like how he's brought intensity to the team.
And are you aware of the allegations against the men's basketball team?
This current right now? No.
As of right now, the evidence is not sufficient enough.
Dana would never do that. He's too good of a guy, I think.
I'm hoping there's no truth to it and we have a great season.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't think he did it unless he did it, and then we'll find out.
Reporting for Duck TV Sports, I'm Claire Polkonik.
The investigation continues as Oregon starts their season on November 6th.
This coming week, the Oregon women's volleyball team will face off against the California Bears and the Stanford Cardinal at home. This past week, Oregon went 1-for-1 against the Colorado Buffaloes and the Utah Utes. Setter and right side hitter August Rasky put on an impressive performance in her home state of Colorado as she earned the first triple-double of the season for the Ducks, leading them to victory against the Buffaloes. In response to her performance, she posted via Twitter, quote, "Thought I'd try to do my best Sabrina Ionescu impersonation," end quote. But on Sunday, Rasky couldn't carry over the momentum from the Buffalo game as the Ducks lost 3-1 to the Utes.
The women's soccer team will travel to Southern California to take on the LA schools. This past weekend, Oregon traveled to Boulder, Colorado to face the 16th-ranked Buffaloes. Colorado jumped out to an early 3-0 lead, making it hard for Oregon to respond. Ducks midfielder Chardonnay Caran secured the lone goal for the Ducks in the 60th minute. Unfortunately, this was not enough as the Ducks lost 4-1, extending their losing streak to 5 games.
Last winter, Duck TV did a story on University of Oregon's Justin Gallegos. Reporter Rachel Friend has a heartwarming update on his story.
A student at the University of Oregon made Nike history when he became the first athlete with cerebral palsy to sign on with the brand. As seen in the video produced by Elevation Zero M, after finishing a race, Gallegos was approached by the Insights Director of Nike, John Truax, who surprised him with the official news. Gallegos recalls the surreal moment when he realized he was now a professional representative of Nike.
For it to actually get approved and say we're gonna do it, we're gonna sign him, it really put a lot of emotion into reality.
Through the rush of excitement and overwhelming emotion, the runner shared the news in a phone call with his parents, Brent and Tracy Gallegos, who he considers to be his biggest supporters. Gallegos embraces his journey and all that has led him to this milestone. In offering advice to others, he speaks to the importance of perspective.
Like looking at the bigger picture, not meaning, oh, hopefully one day I'll be a pro athlete, but like hopefully one day I can be a better athlete, I can be a stronger athlete.
Looking forward, Gallegos hopes to get more involved with Nike and work on projects that will continue to inspire others across the world. Reporting for Duck TV Sports, I'm Rachel Friend.
What an amazing opportunity. All of us here at Duck TV are cheering you on, Justin. We can't wait to see what you'll accomplish next. In other news, former Oregon basketball athletes Dylan and Megan Ennis are expecting a child of their own in April 2019. Congrats from all of us here at UO.
That's all we have planned for you today. Thank you for tuning into our show. Be sure to give us a like on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter for all things Oregon athletics.
Back to Bernice and Sienna at the news desk.
Thanks, Ruby. It just got a little bit harder to find information for students at the U of O. University officials are changing what information you can see in the Find People directory. The directory will now hide your name, address, and email unless you opt in through your DuckWeb account. An increase in phone and email scams targeting UO students led to the change. UO police say students will be safer if their information is less visible to the public.
A new park is being built where the Civic Stadium once stood. In 2015, the Civic Stadium, a home to local sports teams, burned to the ground. The park will give Eugene residents a new community hub. Derek Johnson, the co-executive director of Eugene Civic Alliance, is excited about this new opportunity for kids.
So we've got excellent facilities for elite athletes in Eugene, for the men of Oregon, the women of Oregon. This facility is going to be for the children of Oregon.
The park is expected to be completed within the next 2 years. For more information, visit eugenecivicalliance.org.
Eugene and the University of Oregon hosted a community block party to kick off the start of the new school year. Eugene Fun is in charge of organizing local community events. Typically, their events are held during the summer. However, this fall, Eugene Fun hosted a block party that showed what activities are available to students off campus. The event hosted vendors and activities such as arts and crafts and live performances for people of all ages.
That wraps up the fall premiere of Duck TV News. Thanks for watching.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Duck TV News. Have a great night, Eugene.